read the prayer, and then I finish my breakfast, and then I read. And after reading, I eat my lunch, and now I am taking class. And after the class, I go Quran translation, and from when I come back from Quran, and then I read prayer of Maghrib, and after the pray the Maghrib, read the Maghrib, then I will read Isha and Namaz, and after Isha I will sleep.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Arsalan. Anyone who's having good news, bad news, anything that you want to share with us, please, you can share us. किसी के पास अच्छी खबर, बुरी खबर, anything, you can share the jokes if you have. Nothing. Oh my God.
No, sir.
This is so bad.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so we should go to the. Okay, Waqar, okay.
Good news that I read one book full.
Okay, you read one book. What is the book name? What is the book name?
Sir, the book name is The Caravan Urdu.
Okay, that's very nice. Okay, now let's go to the notes. Discussion was remaining.
Sir,
right?
I am teacher.
Yes, you are teacher. You will be a teacher. Discussion was remaining. What type of person do you like to have for roommate? Wow, nice question. So if you are living in a dormitory, or if you are going for abroad studies, so of course you cannot live in a room alone. So definitely you should have a roommate. So I would like to have a roommate that he must be very polite, sober, and humble, and should understand the situation and should deal according to the situations. If it seems to be desperate situation, so he should not make himself happy in front of me. But if yes, it is the time of enjoyment, so he should be comfortable with me. And yes, I don't like any kind of mess, or he should call his friends and do parties in my room and just do gossip. And yes, one more thing that I don't like noise, like person who is going to be busy in video games. So I don't want such roommate. So what kind of apartment can you find in your country? So in Pakistan, you can find different categories of apartments in which you can have 3 to 5 or 6 even bedrooms are available, along attached bathrooms and as well as kitchen. And of course, there should be a lobby and an elevator. And about the rental cost area, like if you live in commercial areas, so the rental cost will be higher. But if you live a little bit downtown area or suburbs में शहर से थोड़ी सी दूर हो, suburbs area, so rental cost will not be that much. And do you prefer staying in an apartment to staying at home with your parents while attending college, What are advantages of staying in an apartment? What are the advantages of staying at home? Wow. So these are very beautiful questions. Like if somebody asks from me that do you want to live in home? So I would definitely prefer to live at home, because at home you feel light. Uh, the most complex part, if you want to live in an apartment, that is about loneliness. But while living at home, you cannot feel loneliness, and as well as you would not feel grudgy. But yes, if you live in an apartment, so with the passage of time, you are not going to be humble and jolly, and you are going to be very harsh. You have to do all the things in which you are living in an apartment. But yes, if you live in a house, so the best convenient is what, that all the things are ready in front of you, and as well as you will have time to talk with your brother and sister. And besides that, the most beautiful relation that we have in the world, that is about being a son to a father and being a son to the mother. So you can have a gossip with your parents. And as well about the studying hour, that yes, you can decide a room or select a room in which you can close the door, and you can arrange some material things which are connected to your study, and you can study. So these questions, you have to discuss with each other. So इस किस्म की सवालात आपने एक दूसरे के साथ डिस्कस करना है. So let's go. तो फिर आइए डिस्कस करते हैं. And I would like to start from Mr. Mulabakhsh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what type of person do you like to have for a roommate?
Yes, sir. I would like a person who is simple and honest, and who should give proper time to his studies and has a good sense of humor, and do not waste a lot of his time in games, and yes, sir, who do not interested a lot in parties or etc. in the waste things, who is simple. I like a person who is simple. Yes.
Okay. Like, what kind of apartment can you find in your city, like in Hyderabad?
Yes, sir. In Hyderabad, there are many types of apartments as you want. There are apartments of 2 bedrooms or three. You can easily get what type of apartment you need. You can get here easily.
Okay. And what do you say? Do you prefer staying in an apartment to staying at home with with your parents while attending college? So which one? What
Yes,
are the living in an apartment, or what do you think? Which one is best for you?
yes, sir. I will prefer living at home instead of apartment, because at home you have everything available like meat, meal, etc. Everything you need. You have clothes, washed clothes you can get easily. You have meal at every time. But while if you are staying at apartment, you have to do all these things by yourself, and you cannot. You become staying alone at apartment is not good as compared to while when we are staying at home. We have our family members, we can enjoy with them, we can share our thoughts with them. But if we are staying alone at apartment, then our mind maybe negative thinkings come, and that's why I prefer to be at home during college.
Okay, fine. And if the same question is asked from Mr. Wakar, so Mr. Wakar, what would you like to say? Mr. Wakar, what would you like to say?
Sir, for what?
Like, for example, what type of person do you like to have for a roommate?
I like the person to in and the roommate, the simple person who is who is truthful and who gives their time, who don't have interest to go outside outside and visit any place. I like that person. And and then what?
And what kind of apartment do you want? Suppose if you get a chance to live in an apartment, so in which kind of apartment do you want to live?
Mm, in which apartment, in which I like to live in that apartment where is the environment is good, where the environment is good.
Okay. And where do you want to live? In an apartment with your parents or at home with your parents? Suppose you have parents, you can live in an apartment or at home. So in which place do you want to live with your parents?
I want to live with my parents uh, at the house, because at the house, when we want anything, then we check, and if we want to play in our house, when the children want to play, then they have easy to play. But in the apartment there are only one room, so it is not. So when the children want to play, then the place was little, so then they would not play easily.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Sadaf, which type of person do you like to have for a roommate?
Person that she should understand me, and who is very honest and kind, and the lover of studies. So I like that type of roommate.
And what kind of apartment can you find in Quetta?
There are different type of apartments. You can find the bedrooms and with kitchens and washrooms. Everything you can find easily.
And how do you prefer to live? In an apartment or a home with your parents?
I prefer living in at home, because you will feel comfortable at home, and you will also get the calm environment.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Maria, what type of person do you like to have for a roommate?
I like those person who is responsible and who have not interest in extra things, extra activities, and um, who loves the poor people and who is a good person, who is good personality. And the second question, what kind of apartment can you find in our country? Um, uh, I want to live in apartment that has there is two bedrooms and there is two bedrooms and one kitchen and one bathroom, and their environment is good.
Okay, and do you prefer staying in an apartment or staying home with your parents?
I like to staying in ha in to staying at home with my parents, because if I if because the advantages of staying at home is that uh, in home uh, in home
Mm-hmm.
सर फायदे को इंग्लिश में क्या कहते हैं?
Benefit.
Advantage, benefit. And because in home there is we have benefit there, and we live in a home, we live in a home with सर सुकून को क्या कहते हैं?
Calmness. Comfort.
And we stay at home, calmness. And we don't have any we don't have and we don't have not calmness. Feel
Okay. We feel
we
calmness, huh?
don't feel calm.
You don't feel calm.
Yes, sir.
Acha. Thank you. Yes, Javeria.
Thank you, sir.
um, in a roommate, I like the both persons we who will they do not use in study time or they do not use in their studies, and they have home, and who can who live in who help they help the poor peoples, and they don't they interest in study in our in your studies, and they don't any they do don't any other things because like some people's in some people's some people go to intuitions, or other studies places. So because they have they do other works, and so they don't this
Okay. Thank you so much.
what kind of
Yes.
thank you.
Now, let's go to the vocabulary. Can you see it properly or not? Can you see it properly or not?
Yes, sir.
Acha, very good. So after 9 minutes, you have to join again. The meeting will be over after
Yes,
nine
sir.
minutes. So sweep, what does it mean? So sweep is what? When you are cleaning something, on when you're cleaning the floor, that is called sweeping. Like for example, Urdu meaning is giving jaru, and Persian meaning is also given jarub kardan. Persian like Mulana Rumi, if you remember. Then swan. Now, what is swan? Instead of suddenly become unconscious, when you become suddenly unconscious, that is called swan, because of tension, because of very tragic news. जब कोई अलमना गजमना खबर सुनते और बाज फीमेल जो कमज़ोर औरतें या कमज़ोर मर्द हजरात होते हैं तो एकदम बेहोश हो जाते किसी खबर को सुनकर, तो they become swan. आप swan कह सकते हैं. Then the next one, for example, tanner. Tanner means a person who tans leather. Leather means जो leather की jackets वगैरह जो बनाती, that is called tanner. Then tribal. Tribal means relating to tribe. Tribe means कबीले. जो कबीले में रहते हो, कबीले से मतलब जहाँ पे देहाती इलाके जहाँ पे there is no such facility and convenient. That is called tribal. Authorized. Now what is authorized? Authorized means allowed, permitted. मजाज है, इसका जरूरत हो. For example, you are authorized to take the class. For example, of course, we have been authorized by Almighty Allah to offer or to do such great things, in which Allah is going to be content from us. Recognition or recognition. Recognition means agreement that is something is true or legal. Recognition means that yes, you are saying that yes, this thing is right or this thing is wrong. That's called recognition. That yes, USC is recognized by American Council. Thermos. Now what is thermos? Thermos is a container in which you put the hot liquid. Hot liquids becomes hot and cool liquid becomes cool. That's called thermos. Dwelling. Dwelling means living. When you live in a place, it means you are living. For example, we are dwelling in Pakistan. Then tobacconist. Now what is tobacconist? Tobacconist is a person who is selling tobacco or who is in charge of tobacco. That's called tobacconist. Toddler. Now what is toddler? Toddler is a person, a child who is recently learning to walk. जो अभी अभी चलना शुरू कर देते हो. That's called toddler. Accompany. Accompany means go along with or come with. Saath. For example, I'm in a studio and no one is accompanying with me at the moment. So then the next one we are having dance. Wow. What is dance? Very nice word, I can say. Dance. Dance is a person who is slow to learn or stupid, especially at school. Like, for example, in this school, we are finding some dance people who are very slow in studies, who are fool, who are not great, who are not smart. So that person is called what? Dance. So maybe you can find dance people, but you should not laugh against them. But yes, you should assist them in order to bring them on the right track. Tweezers. Now what is tweezers? Tweezers is that, did we discuss this or not? Tweezers. Tweezers is a small piece of equipment used to pull out the hairs. It is not hairs. Sorry, it's by mistake. It's hair. Hair is uncountable now. Tweezer is something in which mostly, beauty salon people they use when they want to take out their hair. They use the tweezers. Typhoons. What is typhoon? Typhoon is a violent wind which has a circular movement. Typhoon. तूफान जो हम कहते हैं. Then the next one we are having ulcer. Ulcer is a break in the skin on the surface of an organ inside the body. One we are having skin. एक तो हमारे पास ये skins है, right? So इसके अंदर जो है फिर ulcer हमें मिलता है. Ulcer. जब ulcer हर के अंदर चले जाएंगे, then you can find the meat. फिर हमें गोश्त नजर आएंगे. That is the creation of Allah. Reserve. Reserve means to keep something for a particular purpose or time. It means this place is booked. Yes, ये जगह क्या पहले से किसी ने कॉल करके बुक किया. That is called reserve. Veterinary. Veterinary means connected with taking care of health animals. I think we discussed this, or we didn't discuss. Commander. Commander is an officer who is in charge of a military operation. Did we discuss these words or not?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो आपने हमें मुझे क्यों नहीं बताया? Why you didn't tell me?
Sir,
सर मुझे कमांडर से याद आए.
Sadaf, were you present when we discussed this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why you didn't tell me? Like Mullah Bakhsh, you are also silent.
No, sir, I think on that day I was absent because for me these were the new words.
Okay, we discussed this. Okay, let me finish then. Broadcast. Arsalan, आप सुन रहे हो मुझे?
Yes, sir.
Acha, very good. Broadcast. Broadcast means a television or radio program. What is broadcast? Broadcast is a place in which the news reporters are telling the news to us. That place is called broadcast. Illuminate. Illuminate means chamakna. When you light something and it make it brighter, that's called illuminate. Watchman means security guard. Weaver. Weaver means a person who is weaving the cloth or other materials. जो कपड़े वगैरह जो सीते हैं. Weep. Weep means when you are crying, it means you are weeping. Well means कुआ यहाँ पे, and well का मतलब दूसरा अच्छा भी है. Conquer. Conquer means when you take the control. फतह करना. Wink. Wink means when you close your one eye in order to greet someone. That is called wink. Wipe. Wipe means, for example, when you are cleaning with the help of cloth. That is called wipe. Yawn. Yawn when you open your mouth. When you open your mouth, that is called yawn. Yearn. Yearn means to wish very strongly. ख्वाहिश, एक मजबूत ख्वाहिश जो हो. Walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie means a small radio in which you can talk without any, without putting any balance, and you have to take special permission from the police department. Simultaneously. Simultaneous means at the same time. एक ही वक्त में. So these are the words, and if you have any question, you can ask me. Maria Javeria, Sadab, Mullah Bakhsh, and Waqar, and as well as Arsalan. If you have any questions, so you can ask me, please. किसी कोई भी सवाल हो?
No, sir.
So
Sir, what's the meaning of wink?
wink, when you close your one eye, जो आप एक आंख बंद कर देते हो ना, that's called wink. उर्दू में से कहते हैं समझ गए? आंख उर्दू में से छपकना, छपक, ये आंख मारना जो हम कहते हैं.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now अभी हम जाएंगे फिर Tale of Two Countries, which is reading. So let me open that for you. Okay, non-fiction reading. Non-fiction means like, yes, Maria, tell me what is the difference between fiction and non-fiction? Maria, you should tell me the difference between fiction and non-fiction.
Fiction means non-reality, and non-fiction means reality.
Yeah, non-fiction means reality and fiction means जो science हो, which is not real. A Tale of Two Countries. So let's see. All of you are supposed to go for silent reading. आप सबको request है कि आप सब silent reading